And we're live starting in 10 seconds.
It says it's not working. What does it say?
And we're live starting in 10 seconds. Hi, everybody.
Hi!
Welcome to our live stream.
We're trying to figure out technologies.
And we're doing it well.
Alright.
That's not a right. That's a good song.
I don't know that song. Sorry.
Okay, well, we are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. Hello to everybody watching.
Vanishing.
And if you are here, tell us where you are, what city you're in, as we get going with Instagram. All right, we are gonna get started. Yeah, we're live.
Woohoo! You guys,
Hi, friends.
I full on don't understand how technology works.
Technology's crazy.
Technology is hard. I feel like, I feel like when I was young.
I feel like I'm sweating trying to figure out how these things are working.
That's the lights.
Oh, that's the lights.
That's the lights.
Very hot.
I feel like when we were kids, like when my dad didn't know how to play, like when he didn't know how to like power slide in Mario Kart, I was like, you don't understand how to power slide in Mario Kart. It's just this.
Hi, Tori.
And now I feel like every single time we do something here, I'm like, how do we start the show? Ask the children.
Every week we're figuring it out, but that's why we're here.
Ask the children.
We're here to say hi to you.
We're here to say hi to you.
So thank you. This is my friend Angel made this for me.
Facts.
Check out her Instagram, Illumin Designs.
Illumin.
Yes.
Designs.
Where are you, everybody? Where are you, and how are you this week? We're both in white. It wasn't planned, but
it was planned.
Married. Married life. Married life.
Married life.
You start to look like your
life.
partner. I don't know.
You quit on the song.
Sorry. Married life.
Married life.
Married life.
That was it. That was the
That's
last whole
the
thing.
We got people in Florida. We
You
got
guys,
people in New Jersey.
where are you? Where
we
are
have people
the
in
peoples?
Mexico.
Facebook. Tell us where you are. Instagram. Facebook.
How's the Miami heat?
Where
It's
are
hot, and it's actually pouring.
To be honest, not really the same since LeBron left. But it's still a passionate fandom. And
The Miami Heat, get it? Hi, Japan.
Japan, Maine. Is MA Maine?
Maine, Massachusetts.
Is it Massachusetts?
Every week, I never know.
Where are you from, Nicole?
Detroit.
Detroit.
HA, Hawaii.
Melbourne.
HA is Hawaii?
Is HA?
Or is it HI?
No, I
Hawaii.
think HW is Hawaii.
What's HA?
Galveston.
Ha ha ha
Tejas.
ha ha. Maybe it's ha, like ha ha.
Pouring in New Jersey. It's pouring here too.
You guys, that reminded me of a funny joke.
Massachusetts.
I said ha ha, and it reminded me of how your teachers in Spain used to call you JJ. We're gonna call you Jota Jota, which is J, and then I said, I'm gonna call you ha ha, because a J in Spanish is like a letter H.
They didn't say they were gonna call me JJ. My martial arts teachers from the defense lab in Spain. The first time I was there, they were like, hola Jota Jota, and I was like, what? They're like, Jota Jota.
JJ.
Jota Jota, and I was like, what? And they're like, Jota Jota Caruncho, no? And I was like, oh,
yes.
yeah, JJ. Yeah. No. And they're like, oh, okay, yay.
They call you Yay.
Well, yay or JJ because they're from Spain, so they're like JJ. But then Spanish people say, oye, yay.
That just is confusing. Oye, yay. That's
Oye.
3 yays in a row.
Oye, no, it's yay.
Oye,
Oye, means sup. Means
Is
hey,
anybody
JJ.
else confused by that?
Oye.
That's 3 yays. That's what I hear.
No, it's yeah and yay. You don't understand.
It's a Spanish thing.
You don't
The
understand.
difference between yeah and yay.
She doesn't understand the language of my people.
All right.
All right.
Let's do a Fan Friday theme song.
Whoa!
Everybody ready? You guys know this song. You better know this song. We sing it every week, and I want you to sing along. Here we go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Friday, Friday, Friday.
It's Friday,
Friday, Friday, Friday, Friday, Friday.
It's Friday, Friday. Let's Friday,
It's Friday,
Friday, Friday, Friday. It's Friday, Friday.
Woo!
Happy Fan Friday!
Happy Frizzle Dizzle.
Frizzle, Frazzle Fridays. We should call it that.
We'll think about that.
Or not.
No, we will. You guys want me to show
We're
you?
gonna think about it.
I'm gonna show you guys the trick to having a really happy marriage. Ready?
Yeah.
Do it again.
We're gonna think about that.
Definitely.
Yes. How are you all keeping entertained during quarantine?
Because we're like this.
We're just doing this all day, every day.
You wanna see my new
Hey,
dance?
hey,
This is my
hey.
new dance that I invented for Ari.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show them the dance.
Ready.
Ready? Back it up.
Oh, the dance.
This is the dance. My cousin, Lauren! This is how we stay entertained, is that we are silly. Sometimes I act like I'm gonna be like really like sexy and cool, and I'm like, hey, drop the beat, let's go. Drop the beat, let's go.
Can you see his butt twisting in the air? He looks like an old man who's very energetic.
I'll tell you what, it's exhausting on my belly. I remember the first time I did it, I was like, I just committed to a lot. This is
Yeah,
how
you
we stay
did.
entertained.
That's how we stay entertained.
Every day is the same day for me.
Except
Nicole.
Fridays. Every day's
The
the same
reason
day.
that every day
except
is the
Fridays.
same day is because in reality time is essentially an illusion. The only way that time is really actually real is so that trains can help people get from place to place. But really, it's never a different day. You say, oh, sunrise, sunset, but the sun never rises or sets, it stays
Exactly
in place.
where it is.
Except that it flies through the universe. It's actually us that is spinning, and it's just a way for us to keep track of when things occurred, forward or backward in the time stream. But it's really not a time stream, it's more like a time ocean.
Speaking of, we were watching Jim Carrey this week. Oh, we're all fuzzy over here. Because you left the camera. Camera only loves you, apparently. You leave and I am just a big ball of haze. Okay, I'm hazy again. Come back. Okay.
Look at this. You guys don't know shit on Facebook. Look, okay, watch. So you leave. Let's see if it leaves focus.
If I leave,
You
the
leave.
camera loves him.
Yeah. All good. Ari comes in.
If he leaves, it's
Still
like I
good.
don't exist.
No, if you leave, it's green.
I know, but
No,
if
no.
you leave,
Yeah, if you leave,
Hi,
camera's
Ashlyn.
good. We're here. It's
Hello,
all good.
Isaac.
Behold.
yep, JJ's gone and I'm a big ball of white fuzz.
It's your inner light shining.
My inner light is so bright that it blinds the camera. Yes.
And it's like the clouds have lifted.
Yes, Disney Plus. That's how we are doing our. That's how we are passing our time as well. Oh,
Ow.
I was talking about Jim Carrey.
Oh!
You were talking about time being an illusion.
Just.
We last night watched a Zoom webinar.
Well, what was it?
It was called a Zoom webinar, but we didn't get to.
No,
Talk
but
to
it
him.
wasn't a webinar.
It was
no,
more like
it was an interview.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
interview. So, this interviewer was asking Jim Carrey about this book that he finished writing. That
Jim Carrey wrote a book that's like a memoir that is like fictional and non-fictional at the same time.
And he talked about how eternity. He's a very Buddhist man. He's very philosophical, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And he was talking about how people think of eternity as this linear, never-ending thing.
Yes.
And how eternity is not from here until eternity, infinity, the end of time. Eternity is the depth of every single present moment, because
Yes.
the depth of every now is
Yes.
infinite.
Yes.
And that's what eternity means.
Yes, in the book on the shortness of life, the first chapter, Seneca talks about how that life is long enough for anybody that's willing to use it, but that most people spend so much of their time distracted with things that they don't really care about, that people only realize how precious their time is at the end of their lives, when in their old age, when they don't have the chance to go back and actually use their time well and wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Depth of the present moment. But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You thought eternity was like forever. I'm going to give you time to think about it, Eldrin, or Jordinia.
Eternity is like forever, but no, that's not what Jim Carrey thinks. It's more like the
No,
now.
I agree. People think about
the depth of right now.
Yeah, because people think about things as being like a timeline. Like people are like, oh, in the time stream, as if time is a river, but it's not. It's more like the time ocean. There's just the entire universe is like the ocean, and to yourself, you're like, oh, I've traveled, but from far enough away, you're really like just in the ocean. And it's just that you're so small that just being in the ocean, it feels like travel, you know? And the same way that if you are in a river and you're just in a boat and you float with the current, if you think about the current being time, if you put a leaf right next to you, right, it'll stay at the same speed. It'll stay at the same speed, so the leaf will just be there because it's in the same current that you are.
Yes.
So you can be there and you can look at it, and then in 5 minutes you can look again and it's still there. So you have a 5-minute long moment with it. But to somebody on the shore, the leaf goes and they only have it for a moment. So time is relative to whether or not you are in like the boat of the time stream of your own life. So we are all like in the boat of our own time stream, but we're all on the shore of everybody else's.
Yeah.
And then some people that spend too much time focusing on the past or the future or with anxiety are on the shore of their own life. Just watching it go by.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
If you're not in the moment of right now, aka in your boat,
Yeah.
then you are on the shore and the days go by and by and by, and you're like, how am I missing everything? Everything's going by so fast.
Yeah.
And fast. Like if you're present, it actually feels like it slows down.
Yeah.
That's what eternity is. Now.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, there is no future. There is no past. No, it's not. It's the camera. This moment is our last. There's only us.
There's only this. Forget, regret. Oh, life is yours to miss. No other road, no other way, no day but today.
You know what I mean? All right, boom. What else do we got? People have said, my brother and his fiance were going to New York all the way from Mexico for their honeymoon, but because COVID-19 was canceled, now they will marry in Zoom. Can you send them a hello? We love you.
Hello, Isa.
Hello.
Hello, Isa. Please tell your brother that we said congratulations to him and his fiance, and
Congratulations.
that we're sorry they didn't get to New York, but New York's still going to be there.
Yeah,
And they get to go to New York later when Broadway is back open, when they can see all the shows that they want to see.
Broadway isn't even open.
They wouldn't want to go to New York
What you
right
gonna go
now.
there for?
So
Nothing.
next year they get to go to New York. It'll be even
Yeah.
better. Congrats on your wedding.
Nicole said, does this mean you've seen Tangled? The good news is Tangled exists, and if all time exists concurrently, then assuming I'm going to see it at some point in my life, technically I already have in the future past.
Quick answer, no.
I have seen it in the future past.
In the future past, but not the present past.
But
Not the present past.
well,
Nope. Not yet.
yes. I just joined the combo. What are we discussing?
We're discussing time.
Just around the river bend. Oh, that's what you'll sing. You should sing that today.
I was going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Pocahontas.
Okay,
I love that song.
you should sing it.
Papa Quinn.
Okay, hang on. We got all this stuff. Can we do something from Rent?
Oh, yeah.
Best win by your love. Oh, they said they love you. Ariel left, everybody. Oh, Quinn is emerging
here,
from the
but I had
shadows.
to get Papa Quinn. He wanted to say hello.
Hi, little Papa Quinn. Look at his bandana. Does it say something on it?
No, it's just a design
Okay.
today.
Is he shaking? Oh, he's scared of the weather. He's scared of the weather.
Thunderstorms out there.
You're scared of the weather, right? It's okay, Papa. He's scared of the weather.
Using this way? Better?
Yeah, he's scared of the weather. We'll do double kiss for Quinn. 1, 2, 3. Mwah. Yeah.
He's such a good boy.
He's the world's best boy.
He's the world's best.
Okay,
best
hang
boy.
on. We've just talked about the time strain. In honor of this, Ariel will sing just around the riverbed.
Oh, should I get the song?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right? No, they don't want to hear you sing just around the riverbed. Y'all don't want that.
Good bird.
Look. Adam Murphy's here. You're Jafar.
Wow, cool.
Gonna say hi?
Yeah. Bring him on.
How do I do it?
You have to find him in the guests.
Oh, I've turned on the camera.
Oh no. Turn it around.
How do I do it? How do I do it? You talk to everybody. How do I do it?
Adam Murphy just joined us, you guys. We're gonna see if we can find him down here, and then we're gonna invite him in if he's still here. Adam Murphy.
Where are you? Can't find him.
Can't find him.
We
He's
can't.
left. He's left the building.
He's left us. He's left us. We almost had Jafar here. Okay, go. Get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna sing with Quinn?
Okay. I don't know. You can pick which one's good.
Okay, I'm gonna find
You
one.
have several options of karaoke tracks that I have just found so that I can become Pocahontas. See my hair? It's so big today. Pocahontas. That doesn't sound like Pocahontas.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ES.
You can hear the rain? Wow.
Well, this is a classy one. Hey, let's go.
Hey, everybody. Ooh. Ready for some Disney? What I love most about rivers is you can't step in the same river twice. The water is always changing, always flowing. But people like us can't live like that. We always pay a price to be safe because our chance of never knowing what's around the river bend. Waiting just around the river bend. I look once more just around the river bend. Behind the shore, ripples fly free. Don't know what for. What I dream the day might send just around the river bend. For me, coming for me. I feel it there beyond those trees or right behind these waterfalls. Can I ignore the sound of distant drumming? For a handsome, sturdy husband who builds handsome, sturdy walls and never dreams that something might be coming just around the river bend. Waiting just around the river. I look once more just around the river bend. Beyond the shore, somewhere past the sea. Don't know what for. What I dream the day might send just around the river bend. Just around the river bend. Should I choose the smoothest course? Steady as the beating drum. Should I marry Kocoum? Is all my dreaming at an end? Or do you still wait for me, dream giver, just around the river bend?
Huzzah!
Yay!
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus.
I need to change the sound right in the middle.
Quinn likes that. So he loves all songs. He loves music.
all songs.
Loves music. He loves singing. He loves when we make up songs for him. Yeah.
Boom.
But I'm gonna put them down.
Okay,
so
okay, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, what do we got? So we did it. Quinn's bandana. They're gonna make all the Disney movies into a musical. I think that they will too. Y'all the best doggo parent. It's your doggo, and he's our son, and we love him, and we have to love him and kiss him. Yes. All right. So let's see. Let's see. What are the questions that we have? Okay. Let's see. All right. So we have 2 questions, which actually relate to the fact that we are starting a summer intensive, a singing camp.
We are.
Yeah.
We are teaching the first ever online singing summer camp that we've ever taught.
Yeah.
And it starts on Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
That's not the song. No, Friday. It's Friday today. It's Friday. But on Tuesday we're
But
starting
the class
this
is on
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So we start Tuesday. It's actually Tuesday and Thursday for 2 weeks. So check out that link.
We're gonna go into everything. You guys, it's gonna be
Major. It's going to be wicked major. You have to be there. Major.
It's gonna be major. We are gonna be doing so much. It is 4 sessions. They're each 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
90 minutes. And they're all going to be on different topics. They're each going to be master classes where we're going to go deep on different topics like performance psychology for performing and how to bring your best self to auditions, to performances, and breath support and resonance and proper warm up and cool down and vocal health. It's so much information. It's absurd. It's actually full on bonkers.
Bankeroonies. If you guys haven't checked out my post that I did today on vocal health, check out my Instagram and Facebook because there's a new post. Yesterday I had a Q&A with the finalists from the Broadway World Singing Competition, the high school students. And so they asked all these questions, and one of the questions was on how to maintain a healthy voice when you're singing 8 times a week.
And the answer is, go watch Ariel's post.
Yeah.
But we're holding this camp. There are multiple price options so that we can offer, good rates to people no matter where they are currently in their financial life, because it's hard financial times. And the most bonkers thing about it is that people get to keep the videos. So it's actually 6 hours full of masterclass from both of us, and you get to keep it. The rate is $299, and it's $299 to come to Everything Live, to be able to ask us questions, and to be able to permanently keep 6 hours of masterclass footage from us. It is...
Never happens until now.
It's totally bonkers, and it's a rate that will literally never happen again. I mean, usually it's $500 to $1,000 for us to show up someplace for an hour, and cameras and phones aren't allowed. And so this is $299 for 6 hours, and they get to keep everything. So,
you have an answer for the question? Best tip for better breath control when singing.
Do you have stuff?
I think that one of the things I was talking to my student about yesterday, taught a voice lesson yesterday, on Zoom, and we were talking about how to always think about the breath being this constant flow of air when you're singing. And think about it as going horizontally in front of you instead of up or down. The pitches have to go horizontally in front of you, and then the breath has to be this constant stream of air. I was told once to think about, like, if there's a ball of yarn in your belly and you're pulling it out, little by little, you're pulling that string out to make sure that the air never stops flowing. The breath control is about making sure that the stream of air never stops.
Yeah.
And simultaneously thinking about whether that air is a wide stream or a skinny stream of air.
Yeah.
So if you think about like a faucet in the sink, and you know how you can turn it on and you can make it come out like little drips of water, or you can turn it all the way on and it gushes water out. The same thing with your breath. So when you think about singing, you want to think about, am I using, how much air am I letting out? And it's similar to how much water you're letting out. It's the difference between and where you let out everything.
So that is about kind of proportion of breath. But in terms of, there's a couple things. There's breath control and there's breath support. But I think if you don't have breath support, you can't have control. So if we can talk about that frame, yeah, I mean, a lot of times folks talk about it, diaphragmatic breathing, and they're like, put your hand on your belly and let it come out and let it come back, and that's diaphragmatic breathing. And it's not that they're wrong, but it is that they're wrong. It's that they're wrong. It's that they're wrong. It's that everybody who says, I know everybody says it, but they're all wrong. It's true that if you breathe in through diaphragm, it might make your stomach go out, but that's a side effect of it moving your organs out of the way and organ displacement. Your diaphragm actually isn't down here at all. If you think about your rib cage, your diaphragm attaches on the inside to your rib cage, and what it does is it pulls a vacuum into your chest that makes your lungs fill up, right? It makes your lungs fill up because the air sucks in to fill the vacuum, right? And then, so there's two things that do that. There's one, the diaphragm, but the second thing is about making sure that your ribs go outward when you sing. So if you think about your intercostal muscles are active and you can do things with them. And so to do things with them...
Tell them what intercostal muscles are.
They're the little muscles in between your ribs, right? So if you've ever, I'm plant-based, but if you've ever eaten... If you've ever...
Sorry, he was reading a comment.
If you've ever eaten ribs, that's what intercostals are. I wish I could go to your summer camp. It sounds like a fantastic experience. You can. So $299 is the requested rate. Keep in mind, a master class with us in person is usually $500 for the school, not for the students. And they don't get to keep videos. We do have a $99 rate for if you are having financial trouble. And then $299 is the overall requested rate of kind of like what we think the experience is worth, and us trying to be really, really cool for everybody. So if you've ever eaten ribs, that's intercostal muscles. I don't recommend eating ribs because I don't eat it. But if you think about it, can you move?
Yeah.
So if you put your hands on your ribs, you can control your intercostals by making them go out. So you can let out all of your air and then make your intercostals go out. So I'm going to let out all my air and I'm going to make my ribs move. So that's your intercostals. So a lot of times folks focus a lot on this area, but I think we both think folks don't focus enough on where their lungs actually are, which is inside of your ribs. And if you think about pulling your ribs wide, about engaging your intercostals to do this, it will automatically fill your lungs in because it'll make a big vacuum and it'll suction it in. And then if you drop those muscles, it's like filling up a balloon really quickly and then putting pressure on the outside because the weight of your ribs starts to get back on your ribs. So if I let out all of my air and I talk with perfect resonance, it's still not what it could be with good breath support. So here's me not doing the rib thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So no matter what, when I sing, it's going to go, ah, which is not bad, but now I'm going to breathe in and then release. I'm just going to pull my intercostals wide and then release that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doing the same thing above here, that would be this. Ah, right?
Whoa!
So it's super, super different. So the thing is that, and then make sure you're finding a resonance because if not, it doesn't matter how good your breath support is. If you're trying to let it out of this system, a mouth-only system, you're not going to be able to sing well unless you're trying to go, but you won't be able to sing anything major or serious.
That is a lot of information. I hope you guys like that.
Yeah.
Because we are so excited to
You're a
hit the
dork.
like. That's not very nice. I'm gonna just post on Instagram what we're doing in our Fan Friday. I have to pin this because otherwise people don't know what's happening when they just click on the live. So now I need to say what we're doing, and then people will be like, "Oh, okay, I like that. I'm gonna keep watching," and they'll join us. Okay.
Boom. Okay. What else do we have?
Let's see. Let's see what else we got.
What else do we have? Questions? Ooh, we have so many questions. Let's see.
Oh, Steffi, yes, I do teach privately. I teach private voice lessons, and all that info if you guys email me, you can find it on my website. You can also find it on Instagram. There's a link in my profile, and you can teach. We can have lessons wherever you are, because we teach lessons online these days in Zoom, Skype, everything. Okay, what role character have you portrayed? That you've portrayed has taught you the most? This is Rising Talent. I think did we answer this question before?
Yeah, but what is it?
Maybe it's Princess Jasmine. Wait, and maybe Nina.
What do they teach you?
So Princess Jasmine taught me about, being strong, standing up for what I believe in, standing up to people who are bullies, and speaking up for myself. That was what Princess Jasmine gave to me. And then Nina, in the Heights, when I played Nina Rosario, that role really taught me about family and about honoring my ancestors and my heritage, and really feeling the support system of all the people that came before me to help me get to have the opportunities that I have today.
Yes, yeah, that's awesome. And so I would say the ones that felt the most cathartic were Usinavi and In the Heights and The Baker and Into the Woods. But if we say which one taught me the most, probably Hamlet and Hamlet. Because I spent most of my life trying to figure out the secret to everything and the meaning to everything, and why is this like this, and why is that like that, and why is this like this, and why is that like that. And being very, very angry and frustrated about the state of the world, and being able to, why things worked out how they did, and not finding answers, even though I felt like I'm a nice person, and why? And then playing Hamlet, there's so many preconceived notions. So I tried to pretend it was a new play. And I remember everybody was always like, the mind, the twisted mind, it's like a quilt, and you need to try and find your way through the inner workings of the mind, and finding all of the things and all of the monologues. And the thing that I got out of it, I was like, to be or not to be, and all those aren't the most important monologue. The most important monologue is the end, because every single thing, not monologue, but every soliloquy he has, when he goes up on stage by himself, is where something happens, and he tries to figure out the meaning of life. Again and again, the meaning of life, the meaning of destiny, whether or not there's free will or not, whether or not life is important. Why do good things happen to bad people? Why do good things happen to bad people sometimes? Why do bad things happen to good people sometimes?
Everybody asks those questions.
Is love worth? Is love enough? All kinds of big questions, and legacy, and the importance of legacy, and all kinds of things. And he asks all these questions, but when I was analyzing the text, the thing I got out of it is I was like, he never comes to an answer. He just talks about it beautifully, but he never is able to find any answers. I'm like, he's so brilliant, but he never finds the answer. And also, everything in the play keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And he's trying to figure out the right, perfect way to take action, the right way to take action. What's the right way to do things, the right way to do things. What's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life? He can't find any answers. And then at the end of the play, he has this very short monologue where he's like, I don't think it matters. Either if it's not to come, it's not to come. If it's to come, but it's not now, still it'll come anyways. If it's going to come, and I don't know when it's going to arrive, then the only difference, and since we don't, whether it's going to arrive in the future or not, and if it's not going to arrive or not, the only thing that actually is different for me is how ready I am to meet the moment fully. Mm-hmm. And in the next scene, in the next 15 minutes after he says that, he solves every single problem of the play in one scene by taking action. And that was the big thing for me, was getting out of my head and trying to figure out the mystery of the universe, and more being less trying to figure out why the tide and the weather work the way they do, and more how do my feet feel on the surfboard, and where do I want to go, and paddling hard. And that the ability to be one with the moment is the only way that you affect change in your life. And that really changed my life a lot.
That was awesome.
You're awesome.
Let's see what other questions we
What
have.
other questions do we have, y'all?
That's a funny one. Your favorite song to sing in High School Musical, and JJ, are we gonna see you in American Ninja Warrior? You'd be great in that.
I don't know about that. They have lots of grip strength.
You're pretty good. You have so much grip strength.
I don't know about that. If there's like an American Samurai Warrior, it would be more up my alley.
My favorite song to sing, I like the start of Something New when Gabriella and Troy, in the beginning, are the first song that they sing. Yes, you know it? This could be the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I feel in my heart the start of something new.
I never know that it happened till it happened to me.
He's so good at just jumping in.
I didn't know how that went. Did I get it right?
Yeah,
How much of it did I get right?
I think all of it.
Yeah.
Let's answer this for somebody. The best way to find a talent manager.
Find a friend.
Oof. This is the question we get all the time. How do I get representation? How do I get an agent? How do I get a manager? This is
Gotta know somebody.
hard. If you go to college, sometimes you have a showcase, and you
Yeah.
might meet an agent that way. And if you don't go to college, then there might be opportunities where you can meet agents at different places where you can audition for them. That's not happening now though because of coronavirus. A lot of places aren't offering in-person things, but they might still be offering online classes. So if you can do some sort of online class situation
For what?
to do questions with casting directors and agents.
Yeah, I usually don't see anybody get managers that way. I've never seen it happen. I know that it does happen sometimes. Sometimes there are industry auditions and things like one-on-one where people will go in and will I really want to be with this agent, so they'll go in and they'll take that class again and again and again and again and again and again and again until the person's like, I like you, you're represented. And it happens sometimes. I think I know one person that's actually happened to, but basically nobody else. Some people have like a showcase.
That's what I said, yeah. Some college students might have a showcase. Alan over on Facebook said, what about readings and workshops? The thing with readings and workshops is agents and managers
you can invite people.
you can invite them to come watch you. But it's not like they're just automatically they don't just go to those just to look for new talent. So the best thing you could do is to get yourself into places where you can perform.
Yeah.
And the more you can get yourself into positions where you're performing, you can invite people to come see you.
Yeah, it was unbelievably. I was in New York. I'm pretty confident in my self as a storyteller and as an artist. I was in New York for 12 years before I got a meeting with a manager. And besides that, with agents and stuff, it didn't matter. I was playing leads in really good shows around the country.
It is possible to book work without a manager or an agent. So don't think that you need to have an agent or a manager
I had a good career.
to get work. You don't.
I had a good career. Stuff was going well.
Yeah.
But also I was doing all kinds of stuff, and a lot of times folks in New York would be like, well, I need to see you with something in New York, like on Broadway, and I'd be like, but I can't get into those auditions without you. That's kind of the only thing I need you for. And they're like, well, if you're doing something major, and I would play, Hamlet or The Baker or Usnavi or some lead role someplace, but they never want to travel out of New York. So it's really, really hard. I think you just got to get your feet wet, jump into the industry, start auditioning, start getting into things. And eventually, once you have built up enough of a resume, hopefully if you have, somebody will see you at something, or you'll have a friend who has a manager and they'll be like, hey, maybe I can set up a meeting.
Yeah.
But it's the hardest thing about the whole industry.
You read to come. What is?
What's the most interesting thing you've read or come across this week?
Oh.
Hey, thinking sound.
Well, I think the Jim Carrey interview was
Oh, yeah.
maybe the highlight of my week this week.
Yeah.
Because, and the other thing we talked about too, about how when things get hard, you know, okay, I like when I'm doing my physical training and I'm posting now videos of me doing my training, I'm exercising outside, I'm working really hard. And sometimes if JJ's shooting a video for me so I can see my form, I'm like, gosh, I look like I'm struggling so much. I look like I hate my life. And I have to remember that it's okay to be working really hard and to still have joy and to still have to have a positive attitude about something that's really hard. I think when you reminded me, the thing Yvette said was very helpful. So if you guys watched my Fan Friday like a month ago, I was with Yvette Gonzalez Nacer, and she was talking about Yvette was talking about the importance of when you start something that's hard for you, to just remind yourself that I'm not supposed to be good at this, and then you don't take it so seriously.
Well, I don't.
Well, you take it serious. You don't
know if
you take
that
it seriously.
was her point.
Well, you take it seriously in that you keep working at it, but that you don't judge yourself for not being good at it.
That's different.
That's
Yeah.
what I
Yeah. Let's clarify that.
That's what I mean.
Yvette did not say, yeah, don't take stuff so serious.
You don't take
and
yourself so seriously.
Yeah, I don't know if that's it either. We would have to ask that. I don't want to speak for Yvette and say that's what she said, to not take yourself seriously or to not take the thing seriously.
Just to not judge yourself for not being being great at it.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's what she said. I just don't want to put words. I don't want people to be like, Yvette, I heard Ariel say that you say don't take yourself seriously or things you do seriously, and she'll be like, what? Yeah. She was like about remembering that when you start to do something new, you don't need to be. You're not supposed to be good at it right away. So just jump in, have fun, and if you're not good at something, be like, yeah. Exactly, Nicole. Exactly. Don't judge yourself so harshly after the first try. You're just starting. Don't judge yourself harshly after the first 2 years. You're just starting. Okay, hang on. We got a question. Oh, sorry, y'all. How do y'all stay motivated to exercise/train? That's a question.
Yes. So I used to think that I'm in pretty good shape and I'm in pretty healthy. Thanks. I'm glad you like my water bottle. It's on Amazon. I used to think that I'm in pretty good shape, but then JJ reminded me that when you get older, your muscle strength goes away by what? 40%? 60%?
30? Well, depend. Well,
40%.
You're gonna go down. It's age-related sarcopenia. You're gonna lose muscle. You're gonna lose bone density.
So when I'm older, right now, I can go to the grocery store and I can get my grocery bags and I can pick them up and I can put them in my car.
Yeah.
And it's totally fine.
Chilling.
But
you don't need to train when you're young. When you're young.
But then I think, okay, so if I lose 40% of my strength as I get older, how is it going to feel when I have to pick up these grocery bags?
Yeah.
So knowing that I have to actually increase my strength by 40%, then it helps to motivate me to know that if I increase it by 40%, then when I'm older, I'll feel like this. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the big thing. The way motivated is overrated. Dedicated and having a sense of purpose is more important. Motivation is weather, but purpose is like a center of your being while the weather passes around you. And I think our sense of purpose has to do with longevity, wanting to age as well as we possibly can, and making sure that our quality of life is that not only the quantity of life, but the quality of that life. And that in order for that to happen, you can say for a little bit, oh, I want to look good for this event, or I want to get out my stress or something.
That's what Mercy said. My anxiety motivates me to exercise.
Yeah, which is probably fine for now, but there's probably maybe other things to, maybe that correlation might not always want to be there, because then like the anxiety you might want to do something about. But the exercise, if it's only tied to the anxiety, then like what if, well, you don't want to stay having as much anxiety. You want to hopefully develop,
Right.
like mental skills and things that help you just be in the day and not feel that kind of overwhelm. And if that happens, then do you lose the motivation to exercise?
Right, like
So
if your anxiety goes away, does that mean you're going to stop exercising?
yeah,
That's not good.
you don't want it
'cause
to
you
be
should still keep exercising.
tied to a negative. Although it's beautiful that you exercise, but do you know what I mean? If they want it to be tied, you want those things to be tied to positives and to wellness and to longevity, and it's just like investing in your own quality of life.
Mm-hmm. Dawn says her daughter's coming to our summer camp, singing camp, and it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Faye!
Happy birthday, Faye!
Happy birthday, Faye! 17!
Yeah.
Awesome!
Yeah.
So,
I want to be able to continue traveling with my grandkids and not have to use a walker. That's why
right,
we train.
Alan. Yeah.
That's why we train. People are like, oh, but you feel springy when you're young. I'm like, I want to be playing with my great grandkids. That's my goal. That's it.
I want to be able to still travel and like dance and run around.
Yeah, and a lot of folks start training when they're older and they've already experienced so much age-related muscle decline.
Right.
Like, oh, well, I'll start when it feels bad, but that's like starting to try and get healthy once you're sick. That's the same way as trying to be healthy. It's different. It's different being healthy and trying to get better from being sick are different.
Yeah.
Because if you do things so that you stay healthier, then you just enjoy your days more. If you try to recover from being sick, you're trying to get back from below zero rather than trying to get above it,
I pulled up some jokes here because I feel like I want to tell some jokes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. What do you call a farm animal that's good at math?
What do you call it?
A calculator. Like a cow? Okay, why is it hard to open up a piano?
Why? Because the
I like this. You try to answer.
Why is it hard to open up a piano? Because the keys on the inside.
Because the keys are inside.
'Cause the keys are
You
inside.
got it.
Yeah.
What do camels use to hide themselves?
What do camels
Mm-hmm.
use to hide themselves?
Let me know when you give up. You guys
I
can
give
type
up.
your questions,
I
your
give up.
answers, your guesses. Camels, they use camouflage.
Camouflage.
Humps. We actually rode camels
We did.
in Mexico.
They're great. Okay, wait. You have a question.
Okay.
Question. How did you get rid of your nerves for your first show on Broadway? Were you scared?
Ooh. All right. So when I first made my Broadway debut in 2011, I was starring as Nina in The Heights, but I actually was. I was playing. I had been playing the role on tour for over a year, about a year, and so I got all of my nerves out because I was performing 8 times a week for 52 weeks. I don't know how many shows that is.
You
a
had
lot.
done the show so many times, but your first time in the wings and stepping onto a Broadway stage to do it, was it different?
It was different because it was Broadway. The first time I was stepping onto a Broadway stage, it was different because it was my dream that I'd always had since I was a little girl to star on Broadway. And to feel like I made it and I was there, and to know that my family was in the audience watching me achieve this dream. And because the audience was so crazy excited for this show,
Yes.
because it was in the Heights and everyone loves In the Heights, and also because they'd posted that they were closing in 2 months, and so every audience were, huge fans of the show.
How did you get rid of your nerves?
How did I get
That's
rid
the
of
question.
the nerves?
That's the question.
Don't think I did. I didn't. I went on stage anyway, and I just focused on every person I was on stage with. I think that whenever I experience nerves on stage, it's always because my mind is watching myself. So the more that I could just get in the present moment And for me, that usually
That's a theme
is
tonight.
like eye contact. So I just try to make eye contact with the people I'm on stage with because they keep me grounded and they help me come back to myself.
Yeah.
That's how I got rid of my nerves. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, everyone. You guys, this has been a fun Fan Friday. We got lots of deep questions.
Mm-hmm.
We asked all the things.
Yes.
We had all these things. When you were younger, what was your dream job or role?
I wanted to be an astronaut.
Phantom and Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh, yeah. You should play all those parts.
Well, no, that's Johnny Depp. That's Johnny Depp for life. Johnny Depp for life. That's his. Nobody else should do it. We should sing the Fan Friday song.
I know, that's why
Good
I'm
time.
pulling up.
You guys, it has been a great Fan Frizzle Dizzle.
Fan Frizzle. You guys are ready to sing a Fan Friday theme song with us? I wonder if we picked the right key. There we go.
I think so.
Oh, no.
Friday, Friday, Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday, 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 Friday.
It's Friday. Friday. Let's have some fun and we say it's Friday. Friday. Friday, Friday, Friday. It's Friday.
Friday.
That sounds like our whale song from the other week.
How does a whale sound?
Wait, I got it at the end.
Oh, you did?
That's my whale song. Yes. Thank you guys for watching our Fan Friday and being here with us this week. I hope you enjoyed our talk about singing, about being present.
Singing. Yeah. Rapid review. What did we talk about? We talked about singing. We talked about breath support.
Yes.
What else did we talk about? We talked about getting rid of your anxiety. We said, don't worry about getting rid of your anxiety. Just connect to people. We talked about the idea of time. And whether
Oh,
it
and
exists.
what is eternity?
What is eternity? Depth of the moment. We talked about being grounded right in the moment. We talked about time being like a river and that we're all in our own boat and watching on the shore of other people's. What else did we talk about?
We talked about a lot. We went over some Fan Friday jokes.
Fan Friday jokes.
We talked about what Yvette said about how when you're first starting out with something,
Don't worry about whether or not you're good at it. You just started.
You're not supposed to be good at it.
Have fun. Have fun. Jump in and just be in the experience. What is the moral of today? Present moment, present moment, present moment, present moment, present moment. Stop judging. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge the moment. Don't judge other people. Just be in the moment and bring love to it and bring passion with it, and everything works out great.
and find joy even in the hard things.
Find joy.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in with our Fan Friday this week, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
Same time, same place.
Love.
Peace, love.
Deuces.
Keep dancing. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.